shots through windows, through doorways, and they were just so beautifully staged. And I was curious to know, what your thought process there was with staging those shots through the doorways, through the windows. What was the perspective that you wanted us to have with those shots?
Well, thank you. With the whole film, part of the sort of side effect of COVID was that with the COVID protocols and precautions, safety was the first and most important aspect. With child working hours, although Jude worked very hard, we of course were very observant about that. We just had less time for everything. So one thing I say about the photography is that we followed our instincts. We absolutely did not question or second guess things, so we went right to the source. And at the beginning of the film, we try and present what is not a sort of sappy idyll, but was at least a functioning version of that idea that it takes a village to raise a child. And I felt very much part of that village, that extended street village. Everybody knew each other, whether you liked it or not, as they say in the film. Well, I liked it. And then it was entirely unsettled by what happened, as I say, the ground taken from beneath our feet. And from then on in the movie, we wanted to keep that sense of being unsettled, so that, for instance, the Buddy character has to find out his information through hiding. Suddenly life becomes rather furtive. He has to hide on the stairs and listen to conversations about the future that might involve him or not. He has to be more guarded. Billy Clanton is now a dangerous man with a dangerous amount of power. You hide behind braziers and you see through heat haze. Dad goes to the back door as if it's the front of the homestead at the ranch, while Ma looks after the kids in the back, and Billy Clanton comes to the, as it were, the gate at the front of the ranch, and those other ways that Buddy sees his world through westerns, reflecting some kind of way of understanding these good guys, bad guys, and how it can work out. And we also, with the black and white, again, followed our instinct that this would be poetic, that we would photograph the environment, that we would unashamedly look at our leaves and our trees and our rain and our roofs and our cloudscapes and everything else, because they were an environment lowering down on this kid and making a difference under these grey northern skies, and then let the magic of the movies, if I can use that cliche phrase, hit him with colour, with saturated technicolor, which these widescreen movies really entirely enveloped our family with, including our sort of daft, leaning forward as that chitty chitty bang bang car goes over the cliff. I went to see the James Bond film in 4XD the other week, and that's got smoke and water that pours out of the seat moves and everything. And back then it was such a low-tech way, we just all leant forward because the film, seemed to be going over the cliff, and we went with it, but it was magic, But meantime, back in the real world, it was about finding a fractured reality, often at the height of 9-year-old Buddy, but sometimes just in the heightened sensibility that he has of how the world is changing and squeezing in and reducing his areas of understanding: football, the girl, religion, not so helpful, and movies.
Yeah,